All right, I think we are live. Welcome everybody back to another edition of Chairgatin. I'm your host, Rattlesnake, coming at you live once again from the Snake Pit here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, joined by my co-host, Dakota, on the road again, it looks like.
Back on the road again. Dude, we're out here storm chasing, bruh. We're out here in South Georgia, just, reporting live from the hotel again. I know we just keep switching off who's going to be a hotel every week, but it is what it is. But the host with the most, Cody from Left Turn Cole, is joining the boys to break down everything Texas Tire Massacre. What's up, Cody?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's nice to be back. It's been a long time. You might be able to hear this in the background right now. I'm supporting Chairgatin by watching the stream. It should be good here in a second.
That's trippy.
I think the volume, there we go. Hey, thanks for having me back. I think it's been over a year now.
Really?
I think
Well,
so.
it's only been like 2 weeks since we've seen you.
I was
Not
going to say
even
we
2 weeks.
see you so often.
It's been a long time. But hey, how you guys doing?
What up?
Just happy to see you, man. Let's get this thing started.
Let's do it. What's up? It's Chairgatin coming at you live.
Hello, come right in. Rock, flag, and eagle.
Oh.
All right, so I want to start off by mentioning one thing. Dakota was brought up the hurricane. So that's the only reason I'm going to mention it. Just so everybody is aware. You know how there's like 9/11 truthers and like science deniers? There's all these. Hold on, let me finish. There's all these conspiracy nuts out there. One thing I never thought I would encounter is a weather denier. And I'm not talking about like global warming versus not global. I'm talking about he doesn't believe in weather.
No,
he
I
just says whatever the weather is outside is what I will deal with, and I won't prepare for any other type of weather regardless. It's just what I can see, and that's it. And that's Dakota's stance on weather.
Not what I said at all.
That's kind of what you said.
I said the Weather Channel. I said the Weather Channel is full of shit, is what I said, and I don't listen to anything they say because they're always wrong.
Do you think the Weather Channel's like pushing a specific like bias?
Yeah.
What is their gain?
Fucking media hype, bro. Get your bread, get your milk. It's gonna be a fucking hurricane, and it is mandatory you leave your house.
So this is Cody. This is how this all went down, right? It was I think like Monday, and I was in Florida in the Panhandle, like where they were saying the hurricane was coming, and I'm leaving well before. I'm not worried about that or anything. But I've been watching the weather, trying to keep up with it because I got to drive back to South Carolina. And so I just text Dakota, hey, it looks like it's coming up through the Panhandle, Florida, like during the weekend of Talladega. Like maybe we should just keep our eye on this. I said, by like Wednesday, let's double check. That's all I said. And Dakota goes off on this tangent about how the Weather Channel makes up these lies and like you can't listen to any. And I'm just like, dude, I just think we should like double check the weather before we leave. I'm not
okay. And where's the storm going now? Not where they said it was going. I rest my case.
No, I said it had like a chance to hit Alabama.
No.
That's all.
No, they're always like, it's gonna go like one of these 7 directions, and then it doesn't go any of them, and they're like, actually, new tracking, it's going this way now, and it's like, oh, what about the motherfucking 7 directions? And that's spot on. I mean, that's fact.
The hurricane system, yeah, it's all just made up.
Bing bong.
It's all just a conspiracy to ruin the day race for Dakota. That's, yeah.
Now they're talking
hurricanes
about
aren't real. Never seen one in my life. This could be like the birds aren't real thing. Dakota needs to start hurricanes aren't real.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna become like Alex Jones, where like victims of hurricanes will come forward.
And he slowly like believes himself over time to like he's like, hurricanes are not real.
All right, look, I admit that one hurricane was real, but all the other ones are fake.
That one just so by chance.
That one might have been real, but everything else was fake.
All right. Anyways,
it's funny. Turnpike? Good to see you.
It's funny because we're right here in South Georgia, and there's like linemen staged up all over the place, like about to head into the belly of the beast, and it's like kind of all like crazy here right now.
Yeah. Also, thanks for the compliment. I figured I'd go full Texas, bring it back. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not nervous at all, like for myself, but it is supposed to hit South Carolina now, like right over our house.
That is not Talladega.
No, well, okay, but that's over my fucking house. It's a little bit more important.
The race isn't getting canceled.
Hey, at least I said the Weather Channel was full of shit.
It's just a little bit more important.
Weather Channel was wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure they always said it was like a 30% chance. Anyway, so now it's supposed to go over like my house, and by the time it gets here, I'm not worried about it. But my wife and baby are alone in the house. You know, it's gonna be rainy. It's pretty much just gonna be rainy, I think.
Yeah, it'll just be some light rain by then. What, dude? The only people that need to worry are like the people in Tampa. They should probably be very concerned.
Oh, dude, like being on like Tampa Bay itself, terrifying.
Yeah. Well, once it's landfall, just like.
I mean, my house in Houston got completely destroyed because of Harvey. The whole thing was underwater. It was a 2-story house.
Bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came in full throttle, didn't it?
Well, it just blew my mind when Dakota has the audacity to be like, well, now that you live on the East Coast, you'll start to understand. This motherfucker lives inland in the middle of Georgia, nowhere near a beach.
Almost every
I lived in Houston. Like, I lived through hurricanes. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, I've lived through hundreds of hurricanes.
No, you haven't. You don't live on the coast. What are you talking about?
Exactly. So when they hit us, it's just rain. And they're like, everybody batten down the hatches. It's like, dude, it's just rain. Everybody chill.
I don't think they're talking about you.
We're not talking about you, Dakota.
No
one is concerned about you.
You know what weather
No one's concerned about you right now.
You know what weather did I check? The fucking area I live in.
Yeah,
and
it probably just says rain.
Up.
I don't know. When people are freaking out about the hurricane, Dakota, no one is freaking about like inland middle of Georgia.
I hope Atlanta's okay.
Yeah, well, everyone's like Tampa, Miami.
Well, okay, so why the fuck would they be concerned about Talladega?
Because there could get rain during the fucking race. What are you talking about?
It's coming Wednesday and Thursday, not Sunday.
What are we talking about?
Obviously, I don't know. We've been talking about hurricanes for 8 minutes.
Yeah, this is actually a weather podcast.
Obviously, I'm concerned that on Sunday the race will get fucking rained out, and I got work on Monday. I can't stay.
Well, guess again, bozo.
That's the only thing I'm concerned about. I don't care about the hurricane. I care about rain ruining.
We care about the citizens of Tampa, of Florida.
Yes,
anybody
obviously.
Yeah, impacted.
I'm saying like
they actually.
Alabama, I'm not.
They actually should like get bread and milk and gas for a generator.
Yeah, of course. Well, they should leave if they have an opportunity. Did you see like Dave Portnoy just posted in Miami, and it looked like it was coming down pretty hard.
Yeah, it was raining pretty bad.
No hurricanes in Ohio.
I drove through a tropical storm one time. That was terrifying.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick. We appreciate you. Subscribe. Tune in. The media is taking over.
Well, speaking of spooky season, we had a Texas tire massacre of the shithole. Fucking speaking of hurricanes, maybe a hurricane will come to Texas and take out Texas Motor Speedway and do us all a favor.
This is Dakota's mentality.
Yeah, Nick, you're not helping any fucking body in this fucking show right now.
You don't hold a contest where the winner gets a kiss from Rattlesnake. Ooh, interesting.
Jesus.
Vortex theory gonna stop the hurricane. Hey, now we're talking. I like this. This is smart. Rattlesnake, just take the stuff out of your house except the Jeff Gordon merch.
Oh,
let that shit take this one.
Regardless, I still think that Donald Trump had the best solution of all time for hurricanes.
Well, I didn't hear about this. Did he have a solution?
Yeah, nuke it. Straight up.
The best way to combat
have we tried it though?
Is to get your vaccine.
That's very
combat
possible.
Hurricanes and flooding. Have we tried nuking hurricanes? That's my only question.
Well, here's what I imagine. I am not a radiologist or a scientist, but I feel like you nuke it, that fallout is like in the rotation. So like at that point, you just have like
it back where it came from.
Yeah, that's my thought.
You were just
send it back
like
to China, where it came from.
Back across America.
I got my cowboy hat on, so send it back to Mexico. Beyond the wall that we
put
built.
It on the dish and let the Mexicans eat her.
Texas was so bad. The show has become a hurricane tracking show. Hell yeah, let's go.
That's accurate.
Talladega is a mid-track. Joe, you can make jokes, but you can't joke about 9/11 You can't joke about AIDS, and you can't joke about Texas being better than Talladega. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, Luna, the co-host.
Oh man.
Yeah, Texas.
Did we even see a race Sunday?
Oh my god!
I don't even know what that was.
So picture my setting, right? This is when I was driving back from Destin, Florida. It was a 2-day drive because I got the baby, and Dakota can attest. Anytime you're driving with a baby, just go ahead and add like 2 fucking hours to any trip that you got. Yeah. It's just a nightmare. Sophia was actually pretty good, but anyway, I'm driving back, and I got the race kind of pulled up on the phone off to the side, and I'm trying to watch it. Little did I know it was going to be like the longest fucking race of the year. It's going to be nothing but cautions. Everybody losing their fucking tires. I mean, it was like the worst possible race to try to watch while road tripping. I mean, I left Destin when the race started at like 2:30 or whatever because it was Central Time. And then by the time I get to Jacksonville into my hotel, there's still 60 laps left. That's over 300 miles of driving.
Like, you could have been in the race, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it was just a nightmare.
Yeah, it was one where I was like we were at a kid's birthday party, and I was like, we kind of, race is starting. I was pulling up on the phone as we were headed home, and I was like, okay. And then we're sitting there watching it, and then we started talking about dinner, and then like the rain stuff happened, and it was like, oh, well, I'm just going to go ahead and start cooking. Started cooking, got done. And like we cooked dinner, sat down, and then the race still hadn't started. And I was like, what the fuck? And finally go back, it's like 8:30. And I'm like, dude, we've been watching this race all fucking day. Like, what is going on?
You know what I take from it though? I had the same, I was driving back from West Virginia, started the race on SXM. And I was like, okay, sweet. I'll make it home by the start of the
What were you doing
stage.
in West Virginia?
I
Don't
went
you
to
have a drug dealer at home?
Yeah, see, okay, now you're gonna feel awful for this. I went to a music festival. I went to a music festival that helped spread awareness about the opioid pandemic in Appalachia. Yeah, so, oh, you should.
Fuck
you should.
I don't care.
Oh, these are. That's me. You're talking about my folk. But no matter what is going on, no matter how busy we are gonna, and no matter how bad the race is, we are gonna find a way as NASCAR fans to watch it, no matter what.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And I wasn't even looking forward to it. I was like, we talked about it before. I was like, it's Texas. Like, if I miss the start, I'm not even really like bummed.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna catch it. However, the race did not go how I thought it was going to go. I was expecting a kind of dull, boring old Texas race. Jesus. Yes, this is Cody.
This is Cody.
Cody getting all the love in the
Look at him. That is all of him.
But dude, oh my God. Where do we start? I was going to
So here, I'll put it this way. The race started when I started driving. And I was like, I don't know. I might tune in. And then I saw some people tweeting about it saying it was like, that was pretty good. And then Dakota texted me like, this race. I was like, well, goddamn, I guess I got to turn it on. And I don't know why I did. That was a mistake.
Well, we got a lot to break down and talk about. The fucking car, man. I don't like the All-Star was like, oh God, why is this race in the playoffs? And like what the track. And then coming here, I don't think anyone's looking forward to it. But then the next gen, I want to say like there were spits of moments in this race where like some guys were battling. Harrison Burton raced the dog fuck out of a bunch of people up there late. And like I saw some side-by-side racing, but it was more like it wasn't like side-by-side racing. It was like you just couldn't pass the guy. You get next to him, but like that guy could just hold you up, block your air, block your momentum. There were some signs of life, but boy, I guess it's next gen setups, Goodyear, the fucking people say the team's pushing it. I don't know, dude, but the fucking car failed. This was an epic fail of a race.
By the way, Connor is deflecting hard with that comment.
Yeah, just insanely hard.
He's
like there's no reason for it.
He's like, the tires, though. The tires.
We'll definitely get the old tie here in a minute.
Yeah, we definitely got to get to that.
But dude, I just think the car didn't save Texas. Goodyear really dropped the fucking ball here with limits. I don't know. They're
Like,
hauling
who's
the
at
mail
fault
into
here?
3.
Who's the most at fault?
The leader, I guess.
Wait, what?
I was making a joke that it was
Oh,
the leader's
race
fault for
leader.
blowing their own tires.
I'm saying though, like NASCAR, Goodyear, Texas Motor Speedway, like who should we direct all of this anger at?
That's one big recipe, right? You have a
Yeah.
terrible car, terrible tires, and a terrible track, and you put all of them together at once. Nothing good is going to come from it.
It's like Sharknado, dude.
Well, everything good came of that, so that's a little different. Well, we got to see Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano, the best actors in sports history. If you remember Sharknado.
All I can say is, yeah, you had the car. A lot of talk lately about safety defects. The car's fucked up. We rushed it. Now Goodyear's really been dropping the ball a couple weeks in a row now. Oh yeah, Texas sucks. And you mix all that in a pot, and then you fucking put a couple guys spinning, and it's a recipe for disaster.
60% Texas, 20% Goodyear, 20% team's fault. Teams or NASCAR?
I mean, what about the car itself?
Right, because I blame NASCAR for the car itself,
right,
and not like the team. So
I think NASCAR and the car is like one unit.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by like, are we mad at NASCAR? Because I blame them on the safety issues for the car. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one of like who's completely at fault. Is it Texas because they're like configuration, or is it Goodyear because the tires couldn't handle it? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of just disappointed in everybody.
Yeah, everybody gets a fail here. This was like a go back to the locker room and take your lashings kind of race.
That's how I feel with my college football team. Yeah.
Did they win? Well, how'd they do this past weekend?
I mean, we beat Rice, but it's fucking Rice.
They got it. A win's a win, buddy. At this point,
no, it's not. Let's see. Okay, Joe's trying to explain why he thinks Texas is such a good track and Talladega's mid. My two favorite drivers of all time up front for the majority of the race. So it's having a good day at Texas. Boo, Joe, boo. No, I don't want you to have a good time, you son of a bitch.
I thought we were mean to Joe in the comments.
Anger issues.
Well, when he says dumb things, I don't want him to be happy.
You want him to know that it was bad?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a combo of everything. The tire isn't good, plus teams are doing everything they can for speed and pushing limit. Blah, 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 blah. Yep.
But wouldn't you say the box that NASCAR has put the teams in is what's like forcing them to really? Because I mean, if we take away the teams having like the freedom to exercise, yeah,
like what Connor?
Yeah, exactly. So
Perfect.
I mean, yeah, like teams are having to really push the cars to its absolute limit to be competitive.
Yeah, thank God it wasn't on Fox. Yeah, I totally agree. It's NASCAR's fault that the teams are having to fuck with the tire pressures at all. And then Goodyear's, hey, don't do this. It's also like, well, if we didn't have his fucking tire, we wouldn't have his fucking problems.
What was it? Rodney Childers brought it up earlier today, where he was talking about how if NASCAR would like correct the diffuser, they wouldn't have to run such low pressure in the back. And
yeah, it's a whole bunch, man. A lot more than what we know of.
Cody, are you gonna tell the story of how you introduced Turnpike to everyone?
Oh,
at Bristol.
Yeah,
that's what he's asking.
Dude, it's
that's
so
what he wants
funny
you to explain.
So I had met Turnpike before. We had went out to eat a couple months ago because we live kind of close to each other.
You can call it a date. That's fine.
Yeah, two bros hanging out. What's wrong with that? Bro date. So we went out. I mean, I did hang out in his car the entire time after we ate, and we went to Walmart afterwards. So it doesn't get much
sound
more
like a
of
nice
Southern date night. Yeah. But anyway, so I knew what he looked like, and we kind of like plotted how I would, because nobody else knew what he looked like. So we were plotting about how we would introduce him and kind of like make something fun out of it. So I introduced Turnpike as Joe Retro to everyone. And everybody's like, "Oh, Joe, what's up?"
And I guess to put it politely, it had a mixed bag of reactions.
Yeah, some people are like, oh
some people were like, "This motherfucker." I actually immediately ran up and gave him a hug because I was like, "I think you're hilarious." I think
I was like, "Do you actually?"
Yeah, I actually do think Joe's hilarious. Okay, the comments are getting lit up.
I was reading
Yeah,
it.
dude, yeah.
God damn it, Connor. Yeah.
I'm good at what I do. I don't know what else to say.
There's nothing else to say, man. So anyway, Bristol was fun. It was fun getting to hang out with you. I kind of wish that like Texas didn't exist and we could just ignore the race that we just watched.
And why is it in the fucking playoffs, man?
Should we call it a race? I mean, it was kind of a race.
It was a shit show, is what it was. It was a goddamn dumpster fire. It was a fucking mess. Get your brooms, because it's a mess. It was rough.
Get your brooms, because it's a
No,
mess.
you have to go to Martinsville. Listen, I'm not going to beat anybody up.
Yeah, look, the LTC
Now,
boys.
Parvmont. No guarantees with Parv.
Well,
Yeah.
he's the wild card. Every group needs
Yeah.
one. He is
Yeah.
the wild card. Wild card, bitches. Yeah.
But dude, this race, it just like I'm usually optimistic. I'm usually like, hey, at least we're watching a race, man.
Yeah,
No.
you're usually more optimistic.
Well,
About
after the rain, like it was already a shit show at the rain delay. It was like, okay, what else is gonna happen? When Kevin blew right rear, I was like, I'm fucking done. And then Truex 20 laps later
Yep.
did the same fucking thing. I was like, fuck this fucking race.
And Denny is right behind him spinning too.
Dude, and I was literally like, dude, this race is a joke. Like, this is such a fucking joke. Like, these playoffs has been nothing but a fucking nightmare since Daytona, really. Since the rain wreck at Daytona, I don't think anything has like gone right in the sport. It's like every race we've had some
good
fucking
races though.
We've had some black eyes, it seems. I feel like we've been talking more about problems and issues than we've been talking about racing. Every week we've been talking about wrecked in the rain, car caught on fire randomly. Oh my God, guys are getting concussions. Yeah, I guess Bubba won Kansas. Oh, Bristol fucking woes with the tires. Nobody can fucking run them.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
and
can't
now
give my
Texas.
opinion on Bristol because I was there and it was my first Bristol. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know, but I mean, Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, Bristol had its own problems. Like,
right. I
everybody-
could see watching it from home being disappointed in that.
the
Bristol
car
race.
and tires had problems. We've had
Yep.
problems every fucking week, and we have yet to talk about what a good race that was. In my opinion.
I think that Kansas itself was the only playoff race that was at least like semi-normal.
Yeah, it was normal. But it got under. I mean, it just you forget about
regular
it.
season did blow all though. It's such a good fucking regular season.
Yeah, the regular season was awesome. I mean, we had a couple races that were but like, no, it was a good time. We were looking so forward to these playoffs, and right now I'm like, dude, I'm really nervous that it's just going to be this way all the way to fucking Phoenix.
Right.
And all of a sudden we're like, wow, Chase Briscoe made the Final Four. This is crazy. And then Chase Briscoe wins the championship. Cool. Okay. But we're not going to be talking about how cool it is Chase Briscoe won the championship. We're going to be talking about how the people that didn't make the championship and how fucked up it was.
Chase Briscoe's a Mickey Mouse champion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everyone always has these arguments for like why the playoffs suck. And it's usually revolved around like, well, it's not honest. It's not like true form of racing. Racing doesn't need playoffs. The point system's broken. They'll usually get mad about like, Kevin Harvick fans were disappointed about Chase Elliott's. Martin Truex Jr. not getting in. People were butthurt about that. And me and Dakota have always kind of like discredited all of those arguments. But seeing a non-active playoff driver win every single playoff race and seeing how kind of lackluster these playoff races have been compared to the regular season, this is the first time that I'm kind of like, what's the fucking point? Like, we keep having new winners. Like, they're not even in the playoffs. Like, what are we doing here? Tyler Reddick just got his third fucking win of the season. He's no longer in the playoffs.
And no one's even talking about it. Like, that was the thing, too, about
one of
this
the best
race.
drivers of the year, by the way.
This race is, I was like, wow, everybody's so pissed off and bummed about this race. No one even realizes Reddick just won his third win of the year. Like,
And
on
first
its
on an
oval
oval.
win, by the way.
And it's such a bummer because, like, we
Yeah.
should be hyped up about it, but the
Yeah.
race sucked so much.
Imagine if he'd made the second round.
Do you
Like,
not
oh,
think?
yeah.
Do you not think having so many non-playoff contenders? I'll say that just to throw Reddick under the umbrella. Do you not think that has made the win to get in more prestigious? Because I mean, let's be honest, on up until this season, the win to get in mentality in the playoffs wasn't like real, right? It was kind of
Well,
just
it's kind of
like,
like, oh, at least we don't have to worry about Talladega. Like that's kind of how,
Yeah.
kind of how they were. I still think it's okay because this is like, as so many drivers have a shot the first round, and now Reddick is like, you're not only having to race the guys in the championship, you're having to race everyone else. Like anybody's got a shot. You're not just like the big three and me kind of deal. It's like,
Right.
Anybody can win a race, so making the win is hard.
yeah. And I mean, years prior in the playoffs, like you knew who was going to be in the top 10. Like it's going to be 10 of the 16 at least.
Yeah.
And now it's like, dude, 4 of them might finish in the top.
You're lucky
15.
to finish the race.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is the first season that's made me question the entire playoff system, but it's not for any of the reasons that people have been bitching about before. It's just purely based on like, what's the point? If we keep getting new winners every single week, I don't know. I just don't get it.
Well, it's starting to seem like the next round's going to be whoever didn't have serious problems, and not like, ooh, they got loose and wrecked. It's going to be like, oh, their car. Oh, I love you, Luna.
Cute. That's super cute.
I love you, Luna. It's like people are going to be fighting like, oh my God, my car caught on fire. Or, oh my God, the car just stopped working. A part broke.
Right.
The tires failed. Like they didn't know.
That's true. I guess it's not they're necessarily
like it's out of their hands on if they made the championship or not.
Right.
You know?
I think if we did still have 4 non-playoff contender winners, but the playoff contenders were still finishing like second and third, and we didn't have the favorites being knocked out in the first round, I don't think that we would be like as annoyed with it. But the fact that so many of like, the top dogs are like up against the wall because they blew tires or blew engines or
watching Tyler Reddick get his 3rd win of the season immediately after being knocked out is just kind of annoying.
Dude, so
that's the one that was kind of annoying the most, where I was like, dude, he is clearly like one of the best drivers this year, a top 5 guy, and he's just out in the first round because of bad luck. I mean, I don't know. That just sucks.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that just like the first round. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and whine about like Kevin not making it, but it's like, dude, like the car caught on fire. He fucking wrecks. Like you can't make this shit up.
I think right now, if you're in the playoffs and going to Talladega, you run the back of the pack.
You finish
that race, dude. Don't
run
even
2 seconds off the leaders. Yeah, like
don't even try to be a leader. Speaking of which, Dakota, I know you mentioned it before. Texas, bad day to be a leader.
Yeah. I mean, how many guys? I mean, can we count them? I guess early on, Kyle Busch and Truex spun out early on their own accord. But then we had the 41 blow a tire. We had the 9 blow a tire, hard hit. We had fucking the 4 blow a tire, the 19 blow a tire, had the 17 blow a tire. Like it was over and over and over again. And it was like, what in the hell is going on? How many people did it take out of this race? And if you were the leader, you were screwed.
Yep.
I get it. It's like that's when the cars were going the fastest. It's probably when the loads were the highest or whatever. But how about a tire that's not going to explode?
Right. Well, and it sucks because usually, like, you're the leader. That means you get to avoid all the wrecks. So yeah, it was just such a weird race, such a weird situation.
Yeah, man. I don't really know who's at fault, but it sucks. It sucks, and
everyone's fired.
It's putting like a sour taste on these playoffs, and I love the playoffs, but it's like, can we get some like steam going and just have like some normal races? Like we can't even talk about like we got a battle to talk about in a second, but it's like we can't sit here and talk about like, oh man, that racing, like, ooh, like these guys are racing hard. It's like, no, they're just trying to finish the race at this point.
Yeah, Cody
Ware, RIP, dog.
That actually did concern me. It reminded me of like the Ryan Newman situation where like it was taking a second, Yeah.
So as soon as he hit, he radioed in and just said, "I'm gonna need help." I don't know if y'all saw his update with SXM earlier. I sound like a plug for SXM. I've mentioned them like twice now. But he said that it's all in his ankle. He's got like he messed up his ankle. He like sprained it. He's got loose ligaments.
Did you see the onboard video?
Yeah.
Dude, it was like, holy shit.
Right. That was bad, and it
I
could have
heard he
been
was
much
I
worse.
heard he
That's
hit the
the
wall
thing.
and was immediately unconscious.
Well, it could have been a lot worse if he just would have went like a couple inches more to the left and dead on hit that.
Oh yeah, that pit wall, dude.
Hell,
That
if
would've
he
been
would have
sick.
gone to the left into the pits, there's
When they
like
immediately
crowds of
put him in the
people.
ambulance and were on a stretcher, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. When it was taking a minute, that it reminded me of Ryan Newman. And
Dude,
was
I
like,
hated how
"Oh,
they had the
shit."
camera just like on it the whole time.
Yeah, I was
Well-
like, dude, go to commercial. Jesus.
Yeah, something.
Really?
Um,
I actually appreciate that.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Well, we didn't know his condition at the time.
Right.
That was the thing.
Yeah, I just know
I
he
mean,
went
I don't
down
know.
and
I think
everybody's
that- I think-
standing over him. I don't need to
think we
see
should be-
CPR on TV.
Okay, if they start doing CPR, then maybe. Like, I don't. he got out and kind of like
Well, the
stumbled
blood's
over. It
running
was a
out
little.
from under the bumper.
It wasn't like they were like
Zooming
"Come
into
on,
it.
clear.
Oh, dude.
We're
It's
just slowly
what we've been
zooming.
all they've been talking about lately is safety with the new
Wasted.
car. Safety this, safety that. And here we are watching a dude get put on a stretcher the next week, dude.
Yeah,
It's
well, I
like-
mean,
and I'm loving these drivers getting like active on social media and like voicing their opinion. I think
yeah,
it's
this is a great thing. Newman said this before the season even started, and we kind
Yeah.
of like forgot about that. I remember we talked about it on the podcast early on, and
Yeah.
we
Dude.
kind of forgot about it because the racing's been so fucking good. But he said it before the season started. He
I've
said it was
seen
dangerous.
so many people like in the last 2 days like cite Ryan Newman just because like he went to school for it. He hasn't like practiced as a safety engineer in like the last 20 years.
Yeah, that's a good point. That,
Hey, yeah. If anybody knows, Cody knows that going to school doesn't mean you're good at anything.
Dude, I have-
Exactly, dude. Yeah, 100%.
I have a degree right here. You see this? This degree's for public relations. I've never worked a day in my life in fucking public relations. If somebody was like, "Hey, we have a question about PR," I'd be like, "Why don't you ask somebody that actually knows about
Something
PR?"
about
Like,
PR.
I just got the fucking degree, dude.
Dude,
just
I
need a
used
job.
Quizlet.
I
Yeah.
bought the sticker, dude. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I just needed this to get a job. I don't really do that. Yeah. So
Hey,
that's
man,
actually
yeah,
a
we
good
saw
point.
your podcast and we heard what you said.
Yeah.
And
PR my ass.
yeah. So that that is kind of a funny point. I haven't thought about
Connor.
that. Yeah, if you go to school for PR, you're fucking dumb.
Maybe Ryan Newman does need to run this car. Think about all of the parts they added, like on his behalf, to make the last generation much safer.
I think he should just spend time with his family and keep doing his little thing he's doing.
Well,
on his
maybe
phone.
NASCAR needs to like bring him in as a consultant, a safety consultant.
Well, I'm saying just let him go out there and wreck really bad, and then whatever part of his car took the most
We're saying
impact,
don't let him
add a new bar there.
What is wrong with you? You gave me
Cody's
shit
getting
for making
wicked.
fun of opioid addiction in the mountains, and you just said that Ryan Newman needs to get back into a car and fucking wreck.
Yeah, it'll make it safe.
No,
The
he'll
Newman bar
die,
saved
dude.
his life last time.
He won't walk away the next time.
He's had 8 lives.
What is
He's only got
wrong
one
with
life
you?
He's on the 9th now.
He's a cat. Everybody knows this.
You know, there's like a 45-minute
Calico.
best Ryan Newman crashes compilation on YouTube.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there probably is.
How many times has he gone upside down?
Right? No, I think honestly, it would be a good look for NASCAR. Here, I'll start using my degree right here, my public relations. NASCAR needs to reach out to Ryan Newman and hire him as a consultant, as a safety consultant. For
Yeah,
the
at
new-
least for PR, at a minimum.
Exactly.
Yeah, but hey, we asked Newman. He said it's okay.
Yeah.
And then have him like
NASCAR
sign a
fans are
contract
like,
and be like,
Newman
Be like,
approved.
you can't-
It's
we're gonna-
Newman approved.
Newman, we're gonna pay you like $2 million to just fucking put your stamp of approval and not say shit. And he's
Yeah,
like,
and then
"All
NASCAR
right."
fans are like, see, they listen to he's a safety engineer.
He's got a degree and everything. He posted it.
Hey guys, Newman
It's a
signed off.
fucking
The car's
bachelor's
good.
degree. Calm down.
Jesus.
From a technical college.
All right, so the 19 blows a right rear on one of these tire debacle massacres. Every 20 laps, guys are blowing tires and starts spinning out, and all of a sudden they just pan to randomly the 11 car spinning in circles through the grass, and it's kind of like you're kind of like, well, how that? I guess Denny wrecked too. Wow, did he blow a tire? And then they back it up a little bit, and you just see the 24 come and punt the fucking 11 through the infield. Like, you know, it was like, wow. And if you were watching, I was watching.
Yeah,
I was watching it backed up, and I saw when Denny pushed or like he blew the exit on 2, and hit Byron straight in the wall. They were like, they didn't touch. Did they touch? Like, no, he blows the corner, lets out, and it was almost Darlington all over again. And so the 24's pissed, and he comes around the corner.
I think he caught him on a bad day. He's like, I'm just not putting up with it anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, calm down, man.
Byron flipped out.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just not going to put up with it.
He's like, after Darlington.
Yeah, we're like, dude, chill, man. Like, you just caught him at the worst possible time.
Yeah. And he punts the 11, and here's the issue is that...
Yeah, and we found out how small they were.
Is that they don't give the 11 back his spot, and they let the 24 stay there. And you're like, no fucking way. I immediately switched to 11's channel. Kevin was in like 20th. So I switched to 11's channel, and they were flipping the fuck out.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
They were losing it. Luke Lambert was like fucking
it was bullshit.
furious.
It was complete bullshit.
Yeah, it was complete bullshit. And it was like, and I was like, well, Denny should at least get his position back. Right. And they said, no, didn't maintain pace. And it's like, that's not his, like, that's it. That was an involuntary maintaining speed. And a super huge black eye for NASCAR because at the end of the race, NASCAR comes back and says, what happened?
Yeah, we didn't see anything.
Yeah, what are y'all talking about? Yeah, they were like, what?
What? I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
Scott Miller
that's
is the ultimate fall guy.
Yes, I kind of feel bad for him. Because he just has to play stupid.
I don't feel bad for him because do you know how much money he's making to play stupid?
Oh,
like he's okay with it.
That's a good point. Yeah, because he just goes up there and plays stupid. He's like, I don't know. Like he gets paid to do that.
Yeah, he acts like he's the only one up in the entire booth, like just working every aspect of the race. He's like, listen, did the best I could do. I don't know what else to tell
he's
you.
like the press secretary for the president. Where like where the president does something stupid and then like all the press is like, hey, can you like tell us what's going on? And you're like, yeah, I don't know. Everything's fine. Yeah, he's the press secretary for NASCAR.
And
so
or what?
Did you all see Denny's tweets about this to Jeff Gluck?
Yes.
So this is the problem I had. After the race, they interview both drivers. I'm expecting after the race a conversation. Like, I'm expecting let's see what Denny and Willie B or if they're even going to talk to each other. No, there's separate interviews, go about their day, and then Denny goes to Twitter and talks mad shit.
Well, at Talladega, they're going to be doing this whole pre-race.
Yeah.
Like, what's going to happen on the track? What's going to happen?
Yeah, like, if I'm Denny Hamlin, I'm getting out of that car and walking straight to Willie B. I mean, that's what I would have done.
Is Denny the one who needs to walk over there, or does William need to be the one to approach Denny?
Absolutely. I mean,
apologize?
What?
I mean,
Denny go over there and be like, hey, grab him by the
No, I'm saying Willie. Okay. Why would Willie go to Denny? I mean,
to apologize. Like,
at that point, I think Willie's even. We're even.
How is Willie even?
Willie gets put in the wall. Willie dumps Denny Hamlin. I'm okay with that. I don't like it.
Denny didn't do it on purpose, though. That's the thing. Like you can see,
it was under caution, and he left. Yeah, I'm kind of like Denny should go up and punch him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Denny's
that would make them even. If you go up and fucking throw hands, and it's like, all right, now I got my anger out.
Yeah, like Willie B's even. Denny's not even. That's the way I saw it.
I feel like a Denny and Byron scuffle would be like Denny and Danica.
Yeah. Well, that's the unfortunate thing is Willie B is just, a fresh.
Connor's a fucking psycho. Man. He's been watching too much of that Dahmer show.
Connor, Jesus. Dude, is like, Willie B, like he's had very much opportunities this year to try to act tough, and goddamn does he fumble the ball. Like, Willie B will just like, I'm sick of it.
I don't know if Nick is talking about going over to hit Willie B. I'm pretty sure anybody would go hit him. Yeah,
I'm not worried about the repercussions.
No.
Dalton and Willie B'd probably be a good match.
Ooh, that would be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be sick. Actually, I would pay.
That's going. Yeah, that's going the distance.
Yeah,
that's a
distance of like the distance of like a minute and a half, and then they just get tired and don't want to do it. That went the distance, boys.
But dude. And then we get down the road. Nothing happens. like Willie B finishes 7th, I think. Denny Hamlin ends up 10th, I think. And nothing happens about it. And we're like, NASCAR, what the fuck? Like, I'm okay with like, hey, boys have at it, but it was like, dude, you just fucked Denny. Like, Denny was gonna have a top 5 day, I think. You just fucked Denny, no repercussions, and then 2 days later, they dropped the hammer on old Willie B because in his interview, he's like, Parker's like, hey, so you meant to spin him? And he's like, I mean, I meant to hit him, but yeah, I spun him, so like, yeah, I meant to do it. And it's like, you fucking idiot! Like, what are you doing, dude?
See, and I'm mad at Willie B because I had money on Denny. So,
well, I had all kinds of different things.
I just had a top 3 for him too. He didn't even have to win.
Well, me and Nathan's bet, I had Willie B. So,
oh really?
Yeah, I had him at the beginning of the race, and Nathan had Denny Hamlin. Ironically, that was funny. But Willie B gets fined like what, $50,000 and 25 points. He goes from like plus 15 to the cut to -8. When he doesn't make this round, I bet he's gonna have a big fucking shoe to eat.
Yeah.
I think 25 points being docked off of Willie is like detrimental.
Yeah, no, I think like it's fucking over, man.
Yeah, I mean, unless
he goes out of Dega with like a top 3.
I mean,
right.
there is no
totally
telling what happens. And also with all of these issues we're having with the cars right now, which we're having issues at tracks that we've already been to that didn't necessarily have these exact same issues. How are road courses going to look?
Yeah, when they're
real quick
before
we get off of the playoff points, I got Bob Pockrass's tweet explaining the playoff point changes. Byron falls from 17 points up to 8 points below the playoff cutoff. Okay. Revised grid: Logano plus 37, Chastain plus 25, Larson plus 23, Blaney plus 22, Hamlin plus 15, Suarez plus 11, Elliott plus 11, Briscoe plus 7, Cindric -7, Byron -8, Bell -25, Bowman -26. God damn.
If I'm any of those guys like 7 or like plus 17, plus 20, I am riding around Dega.
Oh yeah.
All the way in the back.
For a Sunday cruise.
All the way in the back. Like I don't.
Yeah, we're just gonna finish. I don't want a fucking stage point. I don't want any of that. We're just gonna finish top 20, hopefully, and like get in and get out. If I'm out like, Bowman, I'm on a fucking blood hunt. Like I'm gonna go out there.
Oh yeah, Bowman's got to go all out. Yeah. In fact, Bowman should just like try to wreck everybody else in front of him.
Or, I mean, if Bowman wants to play the sweet and slow strategy, he's going to end up with a win. That's what he does.
That's what Austin Dillon does in these races. Every time Austin wins a race, that's what he does.
Yeah. I think Vegas is a great opportunity for all these cats that, want to get their first career win or underdogs that haven't got a win. Like, I think it's a great opportunity for Michael McDowell, Corey LaJoy, somebody to like, hey, they're not going to fucking race, so it's our race to win.
Well, it's not like any of the active playoff drivers have even got a fucking win yet. So, like, at this point, it would be almost more unlikely that one of them does win. I mean, statistically,
the playoff driver wins in playoffs.
Yeah. That'll probably happen. Denny probably
if somebody the first time an active playoff driver does win, we need to act like it's like huge breaking news. Breaking news for the first time. For the first time in over a year.
Yeah. Playoff driver wins. I think Ryan Blaney would be the best one to break the seal for playoff drivers.
Yeah, I think. I mean, he's fucking good here. Hurricane win, Bubba wins again. I think a lot of guys are going to have rockets here, and a lot of guys are going to be playing on defense. Speaking of defense, dude, Chase Elliott's little points lead just totally. He's like trying to just give it away. He's like trying to have Game 7 moments. Huge points lead just diminished 2 rounds in a row. He's plus 11 now?
Plus 11, yeah.
I mean, Chase Elliott was sitting so pretty, and now it's like, oh fuck. But however,
my pick's sitting pretty.
Yeah, he's good at super speedway racing, but it's like if he doesn't wreck, I mean, I don't know. If I was Chase Elliott, I'd be kind of nervous right now, and I say that non-biased.
I think going to with the Roval ahead, and if he can leave Talladega in the green, I think that he will be A-okay.
Yeah. Well, that's
honestly,
the thing.
Elliott's never a guy I'm worried about. Like he's.
Well, all I can say is if something happens at Dega and half of these playoff guys getting a wreck, and then it just fucking still flops the playoff field. And then you take Elliott to the Roval in a minus 15 situation. Now he goes out there and just fucking dominates. And I think that would be a good storyline.
I don't think Chase would dominate. I think if Chase's back is against the wall, historically speaking, he's other than the very end of the 2020 season, when Chase's back is against the wall, he always races himself too hard.
Yeah, I'd agree. Anything anti-Chase Elliott.
The beer cracks. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Anyways.
Well, you know what? Actually, before we move on, speaking of the Roval, I saw that tweet. Did y'all fucking who was it? Was that Landon Castle that said they need to make Texas Motor Speedway into a Roval?
I didn't mind that idea.
I thought we were cool, man. Like, what happened? What happened to us?
What would be wrong with changing it up?
Texas Roval. I would take a Texas Roval over what we have right now.
I never said we shouldn't change it. I'm saying
I don't
want another goddamn road course on the fucking schedule. I've had enough of them.
No,
and
we'll take Charlotte Roval and put it back on the oval.
That would mean both races in Texas are a road course.
Yeah?
No, we don't need. Texas does not need two fucking road courses.
Texas just isn't an oval state.
Yes, it is, you son of a bitch. Texas is an oval state. We're not a little turn fucking right state.
Think of the shape of Texas. It's
the shape of Texas is like a street course.
Yeah.
God,
let's just race around the border of Texas.
I would be actually that would like a cannonball run situation.
Yeah,
where it's just around the entire border. That would be sick.
Yeah,
I
and
like
you have
the
to stay
idea
in like sketchy hotels.
Get rid of Charlotte Roval. Get rid of Charlotte Roval and then make Texas its own permanent Roval thing.
No.
You'd rather go to see what we saw 2 days ago?
No, I'm not saying keep that either. I just
put a third race.
Why are you only saying these are the two options? Like your option's just as absurd as any other one that's been mentioned.
What would you? Okay, so ideally, what do they do to Texas from
Auto
a Texas guy?
Auto Club.
Okay, so keep Auto Club 2 miles and then make Texas the short track.
No. I'm saying since they're changing Auto Club, just try to replicate it.
No, Auto Club doesn't need to change.
But they are changing it. They've already
I think
announced.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah,
we don't
they've already
want
announced
to.
They're moving forward with it.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna lose that fucking track. And it's, kind of a similar size. Like you could make it work with the grandstand.
Make Texas bigger. Like they've got the room. It's not like they sell out the campgrounds anymore. So make Texas the 2 miles.
Well, like I said on the teardown, why not, keep it an oval?
I would be good with a super speedway.
And try to make it like Homestead.
That would be cool too.
I'm okay with that.
Dude, make it like Indy. Make it like a big 2 mile box. And then here's your slogan: everything's bigger in Texas.
Oh God. No, I'm saying
They need some tanking though.
Try to make it its own. Either make it a short track, make it like Homestead or something. Do anything other than what you have. I heard some people say just change 1 and 2 back to how it used to be.
They could do anything and make that track better.
Texas used to have a super speedway back in the day before they built the Texas Motor Speedway.
That was
out in College.
It
was out in College Station. I've been there. I watched a race there. It's really cool. Up until Harvey, when the hurricane hit, they used it as a dump ground for all the old cars and shit.
Yeah,
but Junior
had his show.
Yeah, exactly. But they were still running races for a long time, even in college. So I went out there. Yeah. Just local stuff. Just you could bring your own car, do times, stuff like that. And my brother's roommate was really into racing cars and shit. So they just need to do something like that. That would be cool. Have another super speedway. Why not?
Will you bring Connor's comment up about Rockingham?
Where is it?
Bring back the Rock and drop Texas entirely.
I mean, you aren't going to be able to drop Texas entirely.
SMI doesn't own Rockingham, so therefore Texas is not going to give up.
Make Texas like Rockingham.
Then that works. That's fine too.
I mean, I would like bringing back Rockingham though, so I don't want that off the table either. I actually I've been saying that before the North Wilkesboro thing. I've thought Rockingham needs to be back.
It would have to be like a Pocono, a Martinsville, a Darlington, one of those independent tracks that would lose a date to bring in Rockingham though, because SMI is not going to give up one of their dates.
And also, Del Taco is not really a Texas thing, so you'd race around like a Whataburger or something. But I get your point.
Buc-ee's. Just
Yeah.
race around the Buc-ee's at Texas Motor Speedway.
Race from Buc-ee's to different Buc-ee's. That's
Yeah,
Have you been to the Texas Motor Speedway?
I have.
Yeah, they have that sick Buc-ee's right outside
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That's
When-
why
when-
I'm so hard on Texas. I was there for the last All-Star race.
The
Oh, just
first
last
one,
year?
right?
Yeah.
Was I at that race?
No.
I don't think because I feel like I messaged you and asked if you were going, and you were like, "No."
Oh, I went to the playoff Texas race. That's what it was. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Texas has got a good setup out there. They've been building the area. They've built hotels. They've built shopping. They've built restaurants. Like that track's not going away. I'm just
Well,
wanting.
that's where all the people were because they weren't in the fucking stands.
Yeah, they got to do something about the stands. Like they just need something to get a crowd in there.
Right. Well, I mean, they
Cut 'em
need
in
good
half.
racing.
Cut
They
them in
just need-
half and make it a short track.
They just need good racing. It's that simple. Like people will show up for good races.
Yes, having
Well, look at
terrible,
Bristol.
awful historical races at a track
Exactly.
where it's like 105 degrees. I'm not
Year
sweating for a
After
Texas
year
race.
after year. It's not like this is a new thing. This has been ongoing for years. And I think it's just finally caught up. And people are like, dude, I'm not going anymore. It's not good. Like your racing fucking sucks. I mean, look at that crowd in Bristol that we just saw.
Beautiful.
Fans
Darlington.
will show up. Like fans are showing up to the good races.
Yeah.
If you build it, they will come.
That's not true.
Gotta
They
do
built
something.
Texas and no
They
one's
gotta do
fucking coming.
something. And they
Build
keep,
the racing.
they keep talking about maybe doing like an Atlanta super speedway reconfiguration, and I think that is the worst idea they could have.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Um,
Also, this is
But
a
something's got to
hilarious
go, man.
point.
Something's got to give.
Look like a practice crowd. 2007. Yeah, Darlington was fucking rocking too. Yeah, I mean, good races. People are willing to show up for. I think it's Texas. We should mention the penalties. I know we discussed what happened, and we discussed William Byron getting docked those points. He got fined $50,000 from NASCAR. Which, by the way, I know somebody y'all probably know. Where does that money go to? Like when NASCAR fines you and you have to pay them, where does the money go? Because I don't want people paying.
That guy, the puppet guy.
That's how he makes all of his
That's
money.
Scott Miller's salary.
They're like, dude, whatever. We don't pay you salary, but anytime we find somebody, you just get all of it.
yeah.
That's
That's why he puts drivers in precarious situations, just so they retaliate.
Yeah, dude, I don't. Why are we paying NASCAR more money? Like it's not like they're a good sanctioning body to be paid money towards.
Where would be a good place to put that money?
Charity.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
agree.
Who runs the charities?
Who runs the? This is another thing. Dakota hates charities. Oh, dude, don't get me started.
A lot of time. Okay, I could probably. I'll be
There-
on Dakota's side with this one. When a CEO is making 10 figures for being the CEO of a nonprofit organization,
So is the
something's wrong.
solution to just not donate money?
I think the solution
Yeah.
is to use. Well, I think
Dakota's
that
answer
your
is just,
money.
yes,
no.
fuck everything.
So instead of me sending money to a organization that feeds the homeless, what if I were to go and purchase the food and take it directly to a homeless
You
shelter?
can do that, or you could just donate and cut out and pay a middleman essentially, and that's why that guy makes money.
Hey, would you
Because
like
Right,
to
he
eat
exactly,
around your
yeah,
next
yeah.
dollar?
Like he
Would you
created
like
a
to round
job
your
to
next
say,
dollar up? No, fuck them kids.
like, okay,
God.
charities were created so it's easier for you to donate. I mean,
Right.
like, yes, people are going to be paid a lot of money for doing work. That's just we live in a society.
we do indeed.
We
do
live in
indeed.
a society, sir.
Yeah, I mean, look
Um,
at Connor, for example.
Interesting to see what Martinsville will look like. Yeah. I'll be interested to see what that.
I'm very
crowd looks
nervous
like.
for Martinsville.
Yeah. The money's going into isn't going to tire.
That's
research.
facts.
Yeah. I side with Dakota. Look at you, Dakota. You got some. You are turning. This is like Reservoir Dogs when he has the argument about tipping, and then the one guy's like, you know what? I actually see what he's saying. He tries to take his tip back. This is what you're doing to charity. This is what
Listen,
you're doing to like,
all
goodwill.
charities, all charities are evil, just like the Weather Channel.
All charities are run by the global elites, the corporate media.
Charities are ran by the Weather Channel.
The global elite.
Rather, you can donate directly to orphanage. It's just like go drive to find an orphanage, drive to it, and give them money. They will take it. It's just like that's work.
I do that before I donate
That's
to
just-
any fucking
Right,
charity.
but that's what I'm
it's
saying.
effort.
Yes, that's what
It's
I'm saying. Like, yes, you can cut out the effort, and it's like DoorDash. Literally, DoorDash is the
exactly.
charity of fast food.
That's yep.
DoorDash is getting ridiculous, dude.
Dude, yeah. Like at this point, I'm ordering straight off of the Chili's app, who work through DoorDash, but the order is like $15 cheaper.
Yeah, if you just like skip the DoorDash thing, yep.
Dude, Felicia orders Wendy's and it's like $38.
Yeah, yeah.
This
Drive your 10 miles and get your chicken and save so much money.
Yeah.
We live
Well,
in
with
a
these
society.
gas prices, it's about even.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what because you were talking to me about it, and I was like, dude, I mean, they got to pay for gas. Like,
Yeah,
No,
if
I
you're
get
driving a
I get
diesel,
it, but I'm just like, God damn.
I
It's a
know it
DoorDash.
sucks. It sucks. It's not like, look, these companies that are raising prices aren't doing it because they're just like, money. I can finally ask for more money when people are like have less of it. Like, no, they're just like, fuck, I got to raise my prices because everything's hella expensive now, and
Dude,
we're losing money.
Do we even have a good and bad of the week? Or do we have a bad and a bad of the week?
good.
Also, real quick, I just want to mention Ty Gibbs was fined $75,000. Did we even
Oh,
talk about Ty
shit.
Gibbs?
Yeah, should we talk about this psycho?
Yes, dude, he's a little okay. So first of all, he was fined $75,000, and the team loses 25 owner points.
Yeah, they're fucked.
But let's go into Connor's still in the comments. I'm sure he'll love to
Yeah.
hear this.
He's been waiting for this one.
Hey, Connor is Ty's stunt double.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really. I mean, it's kind of freaky, but yeah, okay. Ty Gibbs is a fucking psychopath, right? We can all just acknowledge that. Dakota, why don't you break down the situation for us?
And I like Ty, but
I do too.
the
I'm
shit only
joking, but
goes
I
so-
actually
you can only do the I need to
Right.
do better so many times. But so I guess Ty Dillon's they're kind of I think a lot because what I hear a lot on
do you
scans is
think
like,
it's because like Ty Gibbs is butthurt that somebody else has his name, and he's like, I can be the only Ty in this series, and Ty Dillon's
my
like,
God.
I've been here
that
longer.
sounds
I'm older."
crazier than not believing in the weather.
Yeah, because Ty Dillon's not going to be in the sport next year.
Oh,
So
damn it!
So Ty Dillon's like get to the grass, get out of your box. He clobbers the side of the 23 of a little old 19-year-old Ty Gibbs. And
Little 90, cute little poor innocent.
poor baby little Ty Gibbs. And this is like the 8th time I think we've seen Ty Gibbs snap and lose his fucking patience or calmness. And he fucking retaliates and just door slams the shit out of Ty Dillon. And there's like guys working on the downtrodden 17 car right there on pit road, like 10 feet away. At the
Oh, he
same
had to
exact moment.
slam on his brakes. Did you watch the video?
Yeah, Ty Dillon's like, fuck.
Like you can see him slamming on his brakes and like squealing, trying to
Yeah,
not hit.
that could have gotten really, really bad.
Oh,
like,
dude,
imagine
he could
if
have
Ty
killed
Dillon
somebody.
just careens into those guys and breaks their legs.
He could have killed somebody.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like,
it was not good.
not the time or place. Ooh,
Hi, Mom.
What up, mama?
Hey,
Is not the time or place, dude. Is to be just door slamming dudes because they accidentally hit you. I think Ty's got this like attitude where he's like, I gotta prove myself. I gotta show I'm here to play. But then it's like, dude, not like this.
Full on apologist.
yeah, no, that was look. I actually like Ty Gibbs too, and I do like how he does like I don't give a fuck type of driving. Like I'm using my like grandpa's money. Like fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, I respect it, but there's a limit. This was too far.
Yeah.
You can't be going down pit road, you know, like that and fucking.
If they
putting
drive
everybody
off
else in
pit
jeopardy.
road and he goes up and bumps the 42 or hits him,
Totally
in,
cool.
I'm
Totally
kind of like, you know, maybe unnecessary, but whatever. But the like immediate snap reaction of like, oh fuck you. It was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
It's
This is a
terrifying
great point.
knowing-
Who has the richer grandpa? That's what the fight was
Oh
over.
shit, dude.
They're like, who has the like wealthier, more successful grandpa? And like,
Tristan's
Ty-
got a point.
I mean, Ty Gibbs is like, you know, my grandpa's Joe Gibbs, and he's like, Ty Dillon is like, my grandpa fucking founded Dale Earnhardt in a lab. So,
but
you
doesn't
know.
want me. But doesn't want me. Do
Yeah,
you
he
think
doesn't-
Dylan's actually defending him?
And then Austin and Richard Childress are over there like, yeah, we don't fucking
smoking a cigar together. Yeah.
we don't let him over to the family dinners, man.
Don't invite that little fucking Thai kid over here.
So listen, I think that Ty Gibbs deserved a 1 race cup suspension. I genuinely do.
Bad take. If Noah did this, people would be losing their minds.
Oh, dude,
I think
absolutely.
I think it'd be worse if Noah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he has the image of like
1,000,000%.
the bad boy, like
right. Yeah, no, here's Noah doing it again.
Yeah, I think the fact that it was Ty, with the Christian background and everything, I actually think that helps.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, because like he's a fallen angel right now, right? It's like he's just got to like get back on the right path.
I like Ty. It's just like every time. This is like the fucking 4th or 5th time, and it's like I need to do better. All thanks through Christ. He drives me, and he told me to wreck him and risk.
Yeah, did Jesus take the wheel?
Yeah, so like.
Jesus took the wheel and he just didn't like Ty Dillon that day. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just over the like I need to do better attitude. I'm more like, like, hey, yeah, I fucking need help. Like I'm fucking lunatic.
Ty Dillon's a liberal. Get him. So
I don't think he is. If I had to guess.
So I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
I mean, the Richard Childress family, like those motherfuckers are not liberal. But also maybe that's why they don't like Ty.
Perhaps.
He
so
didn't
anyway,
vote for Trump, and they were like, "We either we kill you or you're banished from the family. You get to choose, man."
Yeah, and one of the two. But with Ty Gibbs, if we're gonna talk about Ryan Newman being a safety engineer, well, I took 1 whole semester of like pre-med classes because I thought I wanted to go to the medical.
What does pre-med class even mean? It's just like a community college class where you walk in.
You learn how to change.
Here's a pamphlet about becoming a nurse.
No, so actually, it was anatomy 1 and 2, which is difficult as all get out.
I didn't take those classes. I would have never taken
nutrition. And then I also took one that was just about like all the administrative work within the medical
I'm not gonna lie. I took
Awful.
nutrition and failed and had to take another class
Did you?
instead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
God.
I aced that shit. But anyway, what I'm getting to is I took college classes so I could speak on this matter.
What I'm getting to is I went to college, damn it.
Yeah, so this opinion has to be justified. His prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed yet, so therefore he cannot really. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does not fully comprehend repercussions for his actions. And that is scientifically backed. He is 19 years old, and the male's brain does not quit developing until we're like 23 to 25-ish.
I thought it was 25.
I was hoping it was like 40. I can't use that excuse.
No. Your brain is where you're at. You're done. Yeah.
Your cards are dealt.
So all I'm saying is I took college classes, so my word is just as good as Ryan Newman's. Maybe his brain isn't fully developed.
Maybe better.
I mean, I guarantee you my brain is in better health. I haven't been upside down 68 times.
Yeah, I think Ty's got a lot of growing up to do. I think he'll do it. I also think he's a future superstar of the sport. But yeah, I mean, I like the fighting on pit road, but I don't like the using the car as a weapon thing.
Right.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But dude, good and bad. I'm gonna say the good was that this race ended. It was nice when it was over.
Good is the race is over.
We don't have to see it anymore. And goodbye, Texas. I hope it looks different next year. That's all I can say. God damn. I already was like, Texas, let's get it over with. Now I can't stand that fucking track.
Yeah, Connor, that's just because that's
where you
public
start.
Education.
Yeah.
Connor, that's public education in the mountains.
Why do you hate us so much?
I actually love the mountains. That's the funny thing. I actually would love to.
Off the whole way
next time, next year at Bristol, I'm gonna build an outhouse, and you're the one who has to shit in the outhouse the whole time.
I mean, I would. Like, that's the problem. I would be like, this is a punishment.
This is cool. I'm pooping. I
actually fucking love the mountains. The whole time I was driving up with Dakota, I was like, dude, I'm moving out here. Let's get a cabin together and go on dates.
Next summer, that's what we need to do. I'll get a cabin for a weekend.
Ooh. My good is Tyler Reddick getting his 3rd win and RCR getting their 4th of the season.
RCR 4 wins on the year.
Who would have thought?
Hey, RCR's back, baby.
RCR is back. Yeah.
RCR is back.
My good is us crowning a new Mr. September.
What?
Well, I mean, he's not a new. I would say he's another.
Well,
Are
he's
you a
the
Noah fan?
newest.
He's the
not-
newest. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly, I mean, I'm indifferent to Noah. I like him, but I'm not like, yeah, go Noah. But I love to see him succeed.
Yeah, I like Noah, but his fan, I really like Noah, but his fan base keeps me on the other side of the fence.
They're worse than Chase Elliott fans.
I think it's a very good argument.
Yeah, you can like him from afar though. Like I don't go on his Twitter and like interact on his social medias. I just
I
like
don't ask him for birthday shout outs.
no, God, no. I just
have
like
him hold
watching
your
him, though, like,
your engagement ring.
but like when he's racing, I usually do like pull for him.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
never
what I
want to
mean.
see
So you
Noah
can like
like
him from
fail.
afar.
Yeah,
Right.
but I think it's cool. He 4 races back to back to back to back. I mean, that's
Yeah,
a feat.
no, that's
That's
really
a
cool.
huge feat. Well,
That's
what's
really
going to be great? Well, not great. What's going to be funny as shit is when he doesn't win the Xfinity title and like Justin Allgaier or Brandon Jones wins it or something, or
Right.
AJ Allmendinger. But it's because what I love is like these crazy Noah fans are always like, it's his championship, it's over. And it's like, dude, we've seen this. Like, does no one remember 2020? Like, we've seen this 100 times. Like, just because you're killing the year doesn't mean you're going to win Phoenix, bro. Hell, but yeah, Noah winning 4 in a row was fucking sick. And like, goddamn, how many beers are we going to chug on the finish line?
I mean, it was just one, and he threw up, so I don't know what to say.
No, he's been
And that was-
like 4 weeks in a row.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of Bristol.
I feel like the vomiting is like a good luck charm for him.
I think the vomiting's disgusting. Like, he needs to seek medical attention.
He does.
Yeah.
But it's
I
one of the like in sports.
Like,
we're
it's
so
not like,
superstitious.
hey, he won. He's so nervous. It's more like, dude, you need help.
Dude, he always looks like he needs medical attention.
Remember Daytona?
Yep.
Dude. I was telling you all these badass stories about him, and then he's like, hey, guys. How are
Well,
you?
okay, well, and what was that? Was that Bristol when he got out of the car and like was gonna
Vomit
pass
all
out?
over his balls?
Like, dude, he always needs medical attention. There's something wrong
Yeah.
with that guy. Well, it's all the Addy he's taking. He's so dehydrated.
Yeah, probably. Probably from
I'm just starting this like
Yeah,
rumor.
you need to say that in the Alex Jones voice.
copious amounts of drug abuse.
Noah Gragson's on Adderall. I've seen it.
I
I'm
talked
his
to
dealer.
No,
I talked to
Gregson.
his doctor.
This guy, Noah Gregson, he's a driver. He's been prescribed Adderall. He's told to take it by the government. It's not his fault. He's taking it. He's doing what he's told to do by the government.
And the weather is fake. That's all I have to
I
say.
have his prescription. I have his list of prescriptions right here.
All right, what's your bad? Everything else, whatever.
Does it
I
have to
didn't
be a
just say-
specific
NASCAR.
moment?
NASCAR is my bad. of the
Goodyear's
week.
my bad. Goodyear's my bad. NASCAR's your bad. Cody, you can have Texas Motor Speedway.
The lack of safety in these cars is my bad. So that's the 3 ingredients for a recipe of disaster.
With everything we've talked about, I think like already we've been like, hey, this is not cool. I think Cody Ware should have been the like straw that broke the camel's back. Like, we just had a dude like go unconscious and tore something in his ankle apparently and got out on a stretcher.
Do we know
Like-
that he went unconscious?
No,
Okay.
I'm
No.
just going with
I
it.
don't know if we know that, but it
He
did
went
seem like
unconscious
he
as
did.
soon as he hit the wall.
It did seem like he did for a minute though.
He
I mean,
died
the
in that
car-
car, but he came back.
The car veered off and hit pit road. It looked like nobody was driving that motherfucker.
That's what I thought
I
too.
don't know
I thought
I don't
he
know
was
how
out
much
of it.
like control he had though in that moment.
That's true.
Well, after
my,
seeing that on board, I don't think anybody was driving that car.
my first assumption was he was out of it at least for like a minute or a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying he was knocked out for like in the movies where they can like drag you to China when you're knocked out, but you know, maybe for like a couple seconds he was knocked out.
I don't know, man. It didn't look good, but I think that should be like the all right, like let's pause. Like we need to do something now. It's very nervous and scary as we're going to Talladega this week. Damn it, Connor. We're going to Talladega. It's already scary. It's already the big one. La-di-da. We just saw Daytona where 8 people were almost killed, and it's like, dude, like I'm a little nervous for Dega. Not seriously, but I'm like, what the fuck's gonna happen if these guys have a bad wreck? I don't know. I mean, Kurt's not coming. Here's another thing. Kurt's not coming back.
I mean, if I'm
Everybody's
Kurt watching from home, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I was thinking
Yeah.
about coming back, but fuck this. Like,
Yeah, fuck all that. Oh, that
Nothing
is
will
a
change
big
until Hendrick
fucking
driver
take.
gets hurt. Well, yeah. Dude, if Chase got like actually hurt, like broke a bone or something.
I had respect for Chase, man. He said they were like, "What do you think about the car?" Da, 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 da. He's like, "I don't really care. I'm just glad. I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a good
I hope
answer.
nobody gets hurt."
But I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, can you imagine if Chase got hurt like during the playoffs? Like
Oh,
NASCAR
dude,
would,
they'd
they would
pause the
have
fucking
to
play.
react.
They'd pause the playoffs.
Yeah, they would have to react. Like people would
They'd let his bones
lose
heal.
it.
Yeah. They just go on and give him the trophy.
That's what they did for Kyle, right?
Yeah, just about.
I think Kyle Busch's 2015 championship is one of the most badass championships of all.
I
be
give
honest.
Dalton a hard ass time for it. Whenever I like refer to Kyle, I always refer to him as a one-time Cup champion,
Oh my god!
just because
Oh.
it pisses Dalton off. But no, I mean you have to respect the fact that like dude snaps his legs, hops back in the car after
Right.
he heals and wins a title.
halfway through the season.
And that was back when I didn't like him. And still to this day, that's when I respect him the most. I was
That
like,
that
"Holy
was where I
shit."
started turning the page.
Exactly. Yeah, that's when I
just-
was like, maybe I shouldn't like hate this guy as much as I do.
Yeah,
That's a
no, that's
fucking
when I was
baller
like,
move.
dude, that's a bad motherfucker. Like,
yeah, that's cool.
races half of what y'all did, and I still won the shit.
Like, I don't think the dude can throw hands, but he's still willing to throw hands. Like, and I respect that more than anything.
that was another chapter where I was
Right,
like,
yep.
okay, Kyle.
And I was like, I respect it. Like, yeah, you look like an idiot when you try to fight, but I respect the fact that you're
at
willing
least
to fight.
somebody's doing it.
Exactly. I could care less if you're good at fighting. That doesn't matter.
Dude, but hell, do we want to rate this fucking thing? I think we're gonna.
I
Have
guess.
a
I mean, technically, we have to. Yeah.
I think we're gonna get a record here. So
I mean, we
race
have
rating,
to. Okay, we got to be realistic about this. All right, like you can't
I'm
do
being
like
very-
0.
I already got my number.
Was the race entertaining?
Yeah, I mean, these are good
At
questions.
like a comical standpoint.
Is it like it's so bad it's good?
Like the
kind of thing?
first half, I was like, ooh, like what's going on? What's gonna happen? Some guys have wrecked. And then like 3/4 to the end, I was like, get in this fucking thing right now, please.
Right.
So, like one thing I always try to play with, and I try to switch my brain, and it's really hard, is like, would somebody who just changed the channel over, like just scrolling through, if they stopped here, are they going to be like, wow, this is actually kind of fun? Like,
Oh my
what
God.
is somebody who's not even like below a casual fan? Like, what is their thought process on the race?
Honestly, I think bad because of the amount of cautions. So,
Oh my God, this is boring.
Rex and drama is good for new NASCAR fans. They do want that. If you take somebody to like Talladega, they're like, dude, when's the big wreck gonna happen? You know, like, and I don't blame them for it. Like, that's why you go to monster truck rallies and like
Right.
people go to hockey to see the fights. That's just how it is. But when you have that many cautions without like an actual cool wreck, I think people would watch this and be bored.
Interesting.
It is cool. I mean, even as a kid to now, is like, I love Talladega, but it's like almost probably the most. But it's like, of course, I love the racing and how it's a chess match. But
Yep.
when the wreck happens, oh shit! Oh
It's
my
exciting.
god!
Everyone stands up. Yeah, I mean,
because it's fucking crazy.
you don't
Like,
want
it's
anyone to be
fucking nuts.
hurt, but it's insane.
Yeah, I don't
It's
want
like,
anybody to get hurt, but when a car goes upside down, it's fucking nuts.
it's like when you
man.
go to a boxing match or UFC and somebody gets knocked the fuck out, you don't
Yeah.
want them to just be dead. You're not like, yes, don't get up, you fucking pussy.
Yeah.
You're like, but you're still like, whoa, that's fucking insane. Like the dude.
I just saw that with my own eyes.
Yeah. So I get it. I never give people shit that get excited about wrecks at races. I got over that the older I got, but I'm not gonna like, belittle somebody if that's what gets them excited about NASCAR. All right, Dakota, what are you giving it?
A 3.0.
Okay, 3.0. So that's what we're looking at for 3.0. Did you just like completely rip off of Nick?
No, I thought about it earlier today.
Yeah.
She wants the
Yeah,
old
Mama just
Winston.
dropping the
Yeah,
heat, dude.
yeah. She wants like the old Winston Cup point system back and everything.
Oh no, we're not going that. We're not doing all that.
Whoa. Is she trying to bring Winston back?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
She's part of that. She's part of that train.
I have a great page for you.
I got man, this is a tough one. Like how low am I willing to go? You know, because this is like a new.
I was gonna
This
rate
is-
it lower. I gave it 3 just for some good side by side racing here and there, and that wasn't it.
Yeah, and this is new. Like, and this is such a bad race for us that we haven't had to go this low before.
I don't think
What
I've
is the
gone below
worst race
5.
of the season so far? Just like as a scale.
I think I
Oh,
gave
this?
it 9.
This is
Like,
like
what-
this is like 4 steps below the next worst race of the year. Like this is
Okay.
this is like historically bad in my opinion.
Well, I think
Okay.
I think Martinsville is my lowest, and I think
You think
I
this
gave-
is better than Martinsville?
No, I said I
Oh.
think my lowest was Martinsville.
Prior,
I
to
enjoyed this race more than Richmond. The first Richmond race.
We're about to cross some fucking lines.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do not agree
Whoa.
with that.
Do you like Denny Hamlin, Cody?
I am neutral.
Dude,
on
Texas
Denny.
All-Star, you gave a lower rating.
Really?
Yeah, you gave 2.8, which is actually what I'm going to give this race, a 2.8.
Wow. I wish I
I-
could have seen that before I
I
gave it
gave
a
Texas
3.
All-Star a 3.1, and I think this is a little worse. So
I think it's worse than Texas All Star.
So, what is your all's lowest rated race like combined? Because I feel like that's
apparently
what you're doing
Texas
right
All
here,
Star?
right?
it's this and now Texas All-Star. So the 2 Texas races by far.
Okay. Pain.
What'd I give Martinsville? Can you have it?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to see. I don't
have
have,
it at the
all of
house.
them. Richmond, we gave 6.2, 6.3. Yeah, I don't have it.
What is the highest rating that you've given a race? Was it the Coke 600, like a 10?
I think Coke 600. took it,
Yeah,
but I think
we really don't like do 10s because that's perfect. You know?
Yeah,
Okay,
10 has gotta be
okay,
perfect.
I appreciate that.
I think I prematurely gave Atlanta 1 and 9.0.
You gave Coke 600 a 9.0, and I went real high, and I stand by this. This is still one of the best races I've ever fucking sat through and watched. 9.6, and I stand by that
Wow.
9.6. It's still one of the greatest races I can like. I'm gonna rewatch that
that
race.
race
I'm getting
was
excited
perfect.
just talking about it. It was
I'm
perfect.
just so glad I was there.
Oh, man, yeah. Have you actually went back and rewatched it like on television?
No,
You
I've
should,
watched like
honestly.
highlights, but not.
Yeah, you should like sit
Yeah,
down
it'd
if
be a
you
good one
ever
to
just
put on.
right. If you ever just have some time, like that, man, that was.
I
Such
did
a
rewatch
good
Bristol.
race.
I
Oh,
did
the one
rewatch
we were just at?
Bristol. Yeah, because when I got home, Felicia like said peace and left. So I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
That's
put on
not
the
a bad
Bristol
move.
race. Yeah.
That's not a bad.
Well, I
move,
sat
dude.
there. He left, and I was at home with the girls, and I just sat there and watched the whole race over. And I was like, yeah, I would have probably been pissed if I was at home watching this.
Dakota, do you want to explain to Joe the Texas hate?
I mean, what? We just spent like 58
He just
minutes.
said, "I
talking about it."
still don't get the Texas hate." Not gonna lie, I really
He's
like
a
that track.
Roush guy. Anything that's like,
I mean, I'm a Texan, and
What
I
does that
fucking
do
hate
with
that track.
anything?
Like,
they
like
looked-
people,
they were fast.
people will tweet Tex ass, and I don't even get upset about it because I'm like, it's that bad. But that's a little upsetting to me because I'm like, don't fucking just call it Texas. Call it like Texas Motor Speedway. Like
Texas
now you're just
Motor
insulting
Speedway. Yeah.
my state. But it's so bad that I'm like, yeah, you can have that one. Like,
racetracks in Texas or no?
I want to go home.
So do I
God
give
damn
a
that
rating on this
SpongeBob
race?
episode. That SpongeBob episode put like a fucking black cloud over the state of Texas forever.
Forever and always.
Everyone just uses any like if you're like online talking about somebody about Texas, they just send you those gifs. Like Texas is dumb. What am I, Patrick? Fuck you, SpongeBob.
I don't
Hey,
know.
whoa,
Texas?
whoa. We don't disrespect SpongeBob.
I do. I'm a Rugrats kid, man.
I was too,
Yeah.
but SpongeBob like has just solidified itself.
Mm.
99
himself.
to 06, 99 to 06 SpongeBob. That was my SpongeBob.
Prime.
Anything after that, like I just didn't. That's
because
not my-
Hillenberg left. It went downhill after he left.
Yeah, of course.
You know way
Um,
more about SpongeBob than I
Dude,
do.
I'm a big SpongeBob guy. I think that's in reference to Dakota's suggestion.
I know a lot about SpongeBob as well.
9-9 for best race I've ever been to. Damn.
Wow, hot take.
I
Do you
hate
like
that I
Coda
didn't
more
go to
than
that.
both Texas races. Yeah, of course I like Coda more than Texas Motor Speedway
Yeah.
races, but I also am not a huge fan of Coda, and I've been to races there. I'm from Austin, and I I've said even when they announced they were adding that track to the schedule, I wasn't happy about it. So I'd be happy with them taking that off the schedule, honestly. If they fix Texas Motor Speedway. Like
I'm gonna give the race a 4.7.
A 4.7?
wow.
Okay, interesting.
Just because the storylines that it is going to provide throughout the rest of the playoffs, and that's it.
Yeah.
Man,
The
Joe, you just
implications
like
from
the worst
Texas
track.
are more entertaining than the racing from Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I can
true.
see
I
that.
mean, I agree with you there. Yes.
It's because of the implications.
But it's
Yeah.
it's only all those implications because of how bad the fucking track is, though.
But we still got them. Had
Like,
Texas
that's-
just like gone off without a hitch, and we have like no penalties, Tyler Reddick wins, cruises to victory. I'd give it honestly like a 3.2.
Oh, Tristan, where in Texas are you from? Gotta go Bible study with Ty.
CSC bun.
That's definitely some Brokeback Mountain stuff going on in their Bible study. Let's see. Regrets is good. Nowhere near SpongeBob. All right. Well, I mean, I think that pretty much wraps up the episode. We're talking about like SpongeBob SquarePants and like Brokeback Mountain's Bible
Fucking
studies with
hello.
Ty Gibbs.
There's a race this weekend, and it's fucking
Oh
Dago.
my god.
Dago
Dallas isn't
Jesus,
Texas.
he's got to preach the gospel.
Dallas is not Texas. Dallas is South Oklahoma. Come on, Tristan. All right, well, let's hurry up and fucking do Dago then.
No, we can't. I just meant like you're not even gonna bring up that we're going to fucking Talladega.
Honestly, I completely forgot.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like, God damn it, I have to go to another fucking race.
yeah, it's a lot.
It's getting-
Do I drive down Sunday morning to go to Dago?
Honestly,
No, you
yeah.
should drive down Saturday.
I don't know that I can pull Saturday.
What about Saturday afternoon?
Let me talk to the
Tristan,
old
you
lady.
get it. Dude, come hang out, man.
Coop said he was coming.
Well, Coop is literally concussed right now, so I don't think Cooper's going anywhere.
Dude, okay, this concussion stuff needs to stop because I've had like probably 10 fucking concussions in my life, and nowadays kids are like, I have a concussion, I'm sick, and it's like, okay, stop it. But however,
I
I
am with
also
Dakota.
don't believe in weather.
I actually am with Dakota on this one. I've had a shit ton of concussions too.
Yeah.
And I'm fine.
when I grew
Like,
up, it
nothing
was
is
like
wrong with me.
when I grew up, it was like toughen up, kid, get back in there. Like that's
Okay,
how it
yeah, and
Dakota grew-
today,
Dakota grew up in 1958, by the way.
yeah. Oh, you cut your toe
When
off,
I was
boy,
a
just
kid-
wrap it up and get to work.
We don't
I'm
believe in
just saying.
weather.
like, I don't know.
A bit more today.
having a concussion, I'd be like, yeah, I'll be at Dago.
Yeah, I bet Chris Benoit went to Talladega when he
Oh
shouldn't have.
wow, dude, you're going to fucking hell, bro.
You're going to hell, dude. Dakota doesn't even believe in hell, and he's sending you there. That's how bad it is.
Oh, dude, I got a VIP pass. I skipped the line.
You're the bus driver.
Fucking dude, yeah, I don't know. Coop said he was coming, but when Coop says things, I don't even believe him anymore.
You shouldn't. You
All right,
never
well,
should.
Jared is coming.
Jared is coming from
Jared's
Pennsylvania.
coming.
Hop on board. Jared's
Yeah, I'll have Jared pick me up.
I mean, he
Yeah,
kind of
Jared's
could,
coming,
doesn't
dude.
he? Like drive near you?
I don't know which way he would go.
I'd imagine.
Probably like down through Knoxville, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm north of Knoxville.
I know, but like you could like drive fucking like 30 minutes to an hour to go meet him somewhere.
Knoxville is an hour and a half.
I'm
from
not
me,
saying
Cal.
you have to go to Knoxville. I'm saying there's like an interstate that goes down that way.
What do you want me to do? Just park on the side of the interstate?
That's what I did to go to your fucking place. I parked at a
Yeah.
Walmart. And
Yeah, we
hopped in
Oh
literally
my
Dakota's
god,
truck.
that's metal. I would
That's
have
how
an
we roll,
anxiety
dude.
attack all week, and I'd be like,
Oh,
dude, my
dude.
car is like gone.
Oh,
It's on cinder
no.
blocks.
That's how we roll, man.
Somebody's
leave-
stealing
I'll-
the tires off my Kia
I would literally leave it off the side of the highway if I had to, honestly.
for Dega.
Yeah, for Daga. Yeah.
At some point, I do need to see like a whole Dega race.
Honestly, I wouldn't advise going to this one though, because I mean, look, I want you to come. But if you're like, I need a whole Daga weekend, like make it a whole
Spring
thing.
race. Look, spring race next year.
Exactly. That's
Spring
what I'm
race
saying.
next year is gonna be full fucking regalia.
If you want a more chilled out vibe, actually,
this is
the
a more
one.
chill race.
It's
you
just
gotta
gonna
see
be a
little bit of
couple of us. We're just actually like hanging out. It's not gonna be crazy. It's gonna be very laid back. Talladega race.
spring race next year. I plan on losing a finger or two.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild. That's like next level shit.
But we're going to Dega. The boys are back in town. Can we even do a fucking underdog and race winner for a fucking speedway race? Because Dega is the king of giving us new winners.
Look,
I
if you
predict
want to
we
hear
don't-
picks, follow us like on Twitter, at Dakota and Rattlesnake Tax, and like
the winner's going to be the field if they make it to the finish line.
We'll post some like actual picks that we're gonna make on Twitter, like where we're spending money.
Our picks are going to be whatever Vince tells Left Turn Colt.
Yeah, exactly.
Those
Let's
are our
be
picks.
real. It's like a transitional thing. I'm like, I literally for this race, I texted Dakota and said, "Hey, has Vince told you his picks yet?" And he said, "No." And a little while later, he sent me the Left Turn Colt thing, and I was like, "Who's this from?" And he's like, "From Vince." And so this is just a transitive thing where we're just all waiting on Vince to tell us what his picks are.
Vince, tell us who I should spend money on.
Right.
Hey, and it works.
It worked. Well, I mean, you know what? I did actually make even with the Joey Logano top 3. So broke even.
I don't know. I just followed Cody's lead. But we're going to Dega. We're going to be there. If you see us, say hey. It's going to be wet and wild. It's going to be fun. Fall race is always the more chill one. It's like the bring your boots and hoodie fucking race. I really
like that though.
I love the fall race. However,
it's less spring break, more camp trip.
Yeah. The fall race it's got a completely different vibe, but it still is Dega.
Like you're going camping with the boys.
It's a great time.
Spring is like spring break.
Double header on Saturday. Fucking truck race is going to be badass, but all playoff races. Sunday cup race is going to be nuts. And Saturday night never disappoints, dude. I can't fucking wait. Dega Jesus will be back in town. And this is when I kind of just like, chill out and have a good time. The spring race is always where I leave my soul on the boulevard.
Well, we need to get you to actually dress up like Jesus, though. At least like a
that would be funny.
A tunic.
Well, yeah. I was thinking,
get a picture of me holding a Bible and a like fucking toga.
It needs to be like the Talladega program instead of a Bible.
Yeah.
All right, that would work.
And you already have the beard and the long hair. We just almost like a toga party in college where you take the sheet and wrap it around you.
I'm trying to get that Jesus on the cross look.
Oh my god!
Trying to get the V.
Do it on the T of the Talladega song.
I noticed nobody here is wearing blue jeans.
Lot of It's Always Sunny references going on. Yeah, blue jeans is an interesting choice.
Cody, we appreciate you coming on, dude. Go ahead and plug it. If you don't know, Left Turn Colt Boy, tell us where to find you.
Pretty sure everyone knows, but go ahead.
I hope so. Left Turn Colt at Left Turn Colt, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's where you'll find me every Monday night live at 10/9 Central. Or you could just follow me on my personal account, which is right there, the NAS Cody. It's so weird doing this in like mirror image.
Are you trying to hype up the personal more? Like I follow your personal, but aren't you the one that does the Left Turn Colt socials?
I am, yeah. But so my rule is like Left Turn Colt account is like unbiased and like respectable. Mine is where I can be like the degenerate me that I really am.
Cool. Yeah, I feel you. That's kind of how I am with the Chairgatin.
Yeah, you get to like really learn who I am as a person if you follow me at the NAS Cody.
And you don't want to know what kind of person he is.
You don't, I promise. So follow at your own risk.
Yeah, pussy. You won't do it. You're scared. You won't.
Yeah, bet you won't. Yeah, double dog dare you, dude.
Pussy. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, dude.
Boys. Well,
thanks
great
for
having you on. It was a good episode.
Thanks for letting us stay at your fucking house.
Long, but we had...
Hey, anytime. Me Costa, Su Costa.
Dakota was sleeping kind of right where you are, right there.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
yep.
I'm standing on Dakota's bed still. I haven't put it up yet.
On the air
mattress? God.
No, I have. Weeks. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Oh, okay. I was like, God damn, dude. Clean up your house. Oh. There you go. Okay. All right. Just checking. All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming on. I hope you surprise us when PK Jared shows up, but I won't be expecting it.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Don't hold your breath. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Come to the Roval.
It's gonna be fun.
Fuck
that.
Yeah.
I'm in the doghouse already, dude.
I'm done after this race for the rest of the year. Yeah, I'm like Daytona. Yeah. I'm looking towards Daytona.
Yeah. This won't be happening again.
Yep.
All right, boys, it's been fun.
Yeah, we're both in the doghouse. No, but yeah, thanks for coming on, dude. We're gonna be at Talladega, so everybody follow us, see what we're doing there. We'll be posting our picks, and Cody will be there with us also. He just confirmed. So cool. See you there, Cody.
Yeah, I'm obligated now.
Peace.